Go to X. Stream is live. Then I go back to YouTube. Then I copy. Then I paste. Then I go back to Discord. Go to announcements. Copy and paste the link. Go back to X. Paste. Post. Get out of there. Test. Post. Test. Get out of there. Test. Perfect. I hear myself. What's going on, team? Welcome to this weekend's weekly market breakdown. Go back to Discord messages. I had a message. He said, "Hey brother, I hope you're doing well. The last live was not posted." The last live was indeed posted. Let me show you how to get to that. Your videos. Visibility blocked. No. Oh, that's crazy. That's my bad. Links and announcement. What's going on, team? Welcome to this weekend's weekly market breakdown. Let's get ready for this upcoming trading week. Started a little bit late, so I'll give everybody 3 minutes here to join. Just posted the link on in Discord as well, so we'll give everybody a few minutes to join. Any questions, any pairs you guys want me to go over in specific, let me know whether or not they're on our list. The pairs we're going to be going over are the ones that you see with the red folder next to the name on the right hand side, starting off with AU. Finishing off with USOIL, we'll be going over Bitcoin, Gold, USDZAR, USDCAD, US30, GU, GJ, GCAD, GA, ECAD, EU, and EA. Now I have one that's on that's not supposed to be on. AU, EA, EJ's on. But again, any questions about any other pair, whether or not they're on our list, let me know and we'll go over them. In this session, we'll go over the daily time frame. Again, we'll update our daily time frame, update our daily highs and daily lows if necessary. We'll update our 4-hour highs, 4-hour lows if necessary. Go over the weekly, right? See if we have any continuations for the week, and then do the same thing on the 30-minute time frame. Update our 30-minute highs, 30-minute lows. Talk about any continuations and any entries that we could potentially look for this upcoming trading week. Session should be about 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes, to be honest. Shouldn't take too long. Just gonna go past it, to be honest. Tomorrow, Monday, before we get started too, let's go look at Forex Factory. Do we have any news to start off the week? Bank holiday today for AUD. 8:30 p.m. we have China news. Tomorrow there's China bank holiday, but there's no news tomorrow. We have medium impact at 10 a.m. but the morning looks clean. We have CHF news at 4:30. Going into Tuesday also looks very clean. We have high impact news at 10 a.m. so it really shouldn't be too bad of a trading week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday also looks pretty clean. We have news at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, so we already know that if we don't have any movement in the morning, that's why we'll get the movement at 2 p.m. Thursday we have news at 8:30 a.m. right before the NY Open. And then Friday we're looking good, right? Friday we have news at 8:30 again, an hour before or 30 minutes before the NY Open. So should be a pretty good trading week. For Monday specifically, going into tomorrow, I'm not expecting again too much out of the markets, but we will see how the markets open tonight, and we'll see what type of volume we'll get. Again, any questions, guys? Anything that's not making sense, just let me know, and then we'll go over it. Give everybody another 30 seconds here and then we'll get started. Well, first and foremost too, let me see. So Albert had a question. How do you add the 800 EMA? So the 800 EMA, the indicator that you want to add, is called the SMA by KGS, right? In this indicator, right? This is where all my EMAs are. You know, I have the 800, the 200, the 50. This is the visibility, the settings for the visibility. For the style, hold on. Right, in the styles, the only one that you want to really have on, right? First and foremost, it should give you a setting. Yeah, so here on inputs, right, you only want to have the EMAs, right? And the EMAs that you want to have is going to be EMA 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5 if you want to add the 50, the 200, and 800. If you only want to add the 800, again, just put EMA 5 as the 800, and then turn off the EMAs that you have here and only add the 5. Right, so the EMA 5, I have it as the royal blue, and I have it on. And then you'll see it on the chart. And if you don't want to have the 200, for example, you just turn it off. If you don't want to have the 50 EMA, you could just turn it off and you could just keep the 800. That's pretty much it. Give it a few more seconds. Uncle Jumper. What the fuck, man? What are we on about? Why's everybody calling me Unc for? It's good, Mamba. I want to give ready another couple minutes here so they could join. Albert, if you're in here, let me know. I went over how to add the EMA if you want to put it on your chart, but I could go over it again if you're here. Just let me know. We'll start at, I'll give every 3 more minutes. I'll start at 2:25, and then we'll get started. Again, should be a pretty quick session. I'm not gonna hold you guys for an hour here. I should do it pretty quickly, about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Uncle Jumper is crazy. Technically, I am an uncle though, so that is valid. Mr. Albert, what's good, my brother? I showed you guys how to do it in the beginning of this one. For some reason, the last live session is blocked, which is my fault because I had music in the background. But I'll show you again anyway. Look, so the indicator that you want to add is the SMA by KGS is this one right here. Right. When you add it, when you go into the setting, right in the input, all you want to have is the EMAs only. Right. Close, and then the one that you want to add is EMA 5, the 800 EMA on EMA 5. Right. So then go into. Alright, but now I'm getting fucking trolled. Okay. And now I'm getting trolled. Then you go into the style, right? Visibility should be default, right? In the style for EMA 5, since that's 800 EMA, just change it to that royal blue color, and then you should be good. What's good, Mike? Where's Kendall at, bro? He's the only one that's missing now to fucking call me Unc. Like, you guys are fucking crazy. I'm about to lose it. Dude, these 3 minutes are flying, bro. I'm having a great time. We're starting at 25, so we'll give everybody 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's get started. Any questions, guys, before we get started? Anything you guys want me to go over? Anything, any pairs you guys are looking at specifically that you guys want me to look over? Talk about? Give examples on? Thanks for the info. Of course, Albert. No problem. Any questions at all, guys? Let me know. Alright, now I'm getting fucking trolled, bro. Who's making all these different accounts calling me Uncle Jumper, bro? Like, I know that's Kendall. Hell no. Just no way. He's the only one that ain't got shit to do. Hell nah. No questions? Alright, well, let's get started, guys. Again, I'm not gonna hold you guys for so long here. We're gonna just get started. We're gonna get these pairs done. Once again, these sessions are pretty much just rinse and repeat, right? That's what trading really is. When you boil it down, it really is just the same thing over and over again, right? You wait for your setups to be present, you take the trade. If your setup isn't present, you don't take a trade. It's that simple, right? So let's get started. So AU, again, we know we're in A2. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. Price failed to give us a valid break of structure, right? But we did get that candle closure below. But again, we did not get a valid break of structure to say that we're going to get lower low, lower high to continue into the lower lows, right? The same push that we had here is the same push that we had 4 different times, where price is just testing lows, going back up, testing lows, going back up, testing lows, going back up, right? Again, we know we have a gap here at the top of the market. We know we have 3 months of drop, so this month we're not expecting price to continue that push down to the bottom, right? So not only are we expecting price to go up because of the 3 months of previous downtrends, but we know that we have that gap at the top. So the same way that we failed to break these lows and we went back to the top is the same thing I'm expecting here for AU. So AU, as of right now, I'm just taking a step back, right? I'm not really trading AU. Once again, personally, I don't like how AU looks. Would love for price to give me that pullback. Once we get this pullback, once price fills this gap, that's when I'll start trading again, right? We also know that we had lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high. Then price went down and gave us a change of character, lower low once again. And then price went back up and gave us another change of character, higher high, right? So right now, price is just trapping traders, right? We know that we're trading between this 4-hour low, this 4-hour high, and we have 2 weeks of counter rise, right? So right now we're just gonna take a step back from AU, right? I'm personally not gonna be trading it. If you want to trade it, you could trade it. I'm not. I'm good, right? And on the 30-minute, we had lower low, lower high, lower low. Then price gave us a change of character, higher high. So we know now that we're trading between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows down here are the same. A very small zone, but it's okay. Alright, we have 2 days of counter rise, so right now I'm not going to be trading AU. Once again, like I said, I'm going to wait for price to turn around. Once price turns around and starts giving me valid entries, that's when I'll start taking trades again. Right, similar to what we talked about on Thursday, or on Friday actually. Yeah, what's good, Muhammad? What was the stream, my brother? Alright, so AU, perfect. We'll skip that one. I already know I'm not going to be trading AU. EA. EA is looking good. We're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the top side. Right now, we just have a month of rise, which was last month. This month, price has just been moving sideways. Literally, for the last 2-3 weeks, price has just been moving sideways. So EA has been the same breakdown, right? The same examples, same things I've been saying about EA in the last 2-3 weeks is the same thing we're going to say now, right? I'm not going to trade EA until it gives me the break. Once we get a break of structure, that's when I'll start trading it. Price is also very close, 15 pips from where we started. I'm going to put a rise, but it could be a no net. So we'll update this one if we have to later in the week. Right, and then once again for EA, what I want to see is a break of structure above our zone of consolidation, and I also want to see a break after the change of character. Right, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, change of character, higher high. What am I looking for after a change of character? I'm looking for that break. Right, so once we get that break of structure, right after the change of character, once we get the break of structure at the top of the zone of consolidation, that's when I'll start taking a trade again. But as of right now, EA, just gonna skip it, go on to the next one. Right, again, we've been consolidating. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 days we've been rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs for 16 days, right? I'm good off of that, right? What's going to be our confirmation, our 100% confirmation that price will continue to push to the top side is going to be once we get this break. Once we get that break, that's when I'll start taking a trade, right? So right now for EA, just going to take a step back, right? No trades for me. What's good, broski? How are you? I'm doing amazing. Doing amazing. I can't complain, Mohammed. How about yourself? How you feeling? I hope you're doing better, my brother. EU, we are still in V1. We're still at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. We have 3 months to drop this month, expecting price either go up or give us a no net. And right now, it looks like price wants to go up, which is good. In the 4-hour time frame, we had a week of rise. Then this previous week, price gave us a second week of rise. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see, right? This change of character gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, higher high over here. EU is looking good. Right now, EU is the best looking one on our list from the ones that we've gone over. Right, not only do we have that change in the 4-hour time frame, but in the 30-minute time frame, we had a change of character, higher high, higher low, break of structure, higher high. So right now we're looking good. EU gave us exactly what we want to see. So now we know we're trading between this 30-minute low right, we did get a little higher high, higher low, higher high. Let's see. Let me go to the 4-hour. I'm looking for an engulfing candle. Oh, perfect. Green, red, red, green. Does that red have a bottom wick? It does. Perfect. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We have 2 days of rise. We already know that Monday is going to be the day to keep an eye on this chart, on this pair. Keep an eye on that entry. As soon as the market opens, this is going to be the pair to keep an eye on. Perfect. Last red candle before the push to the top side. I'm going to use the body of that red candle. And the lowest candle, which is the wick. We have 2 days of rise. We already know that for Monday. Sunday, Monday, we'll be looking for that 372. So we'll label this as a 372. Setting 372. Right? And then on the 1-hour time frame, we have a beautiful engulfing candle. Red, red, green. Each candle has top and bottom wicks. Green candle closed above the first red candle. Right now, the only thing I would say, the only bad thing about this engulfing candle, it's a 22-23 pip stop loss. It's the only negative about this engulfing candle. However, once we go down to the lower time frames, we start putting all the pieces together. Right, V2, we know we're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. Right now, in the daily time frame, we don't have that. In the 4-hour time frame, we're still above the 200. This pullback would be very steep, but we could see that the 50 and the 200 look like they want to cross. Right, in the 1-hour, the 50 crossed above the 200. We've yet to get that pullback to the 200 EMA. Could we get a steeper pullback here? We definitely can. Right, because again, in the 30-minute time frame, right, we're still above the 200 as well. We got a little pullback to it on Thursday. Thursday gave us that pullback to continue. But I want to go down to a lower time frame now. Let's look at the 5 and the 1. Right, why am I looking at the 5 and the 1? Just to look at the internal time frame, right? Internal, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right? And where are we? Right on that 200 EMA. So would love for price to give me a pullback into the zone. Right? And then to have a tighter stop loss. Let's see. All of this is part of the same trend. Then price went down, gave us low, and then gave us a higher high, then gave us higher high, higher low, boom, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, and then price went change of character, lower low. 1 minute is gonna look good too. Definitely gonna keep an eye on this, right? And then if I want to use a tighter stop loss, I just wanted to see the 30 one more time. What would I use for a tighter stop? I would use the bottom of this over here, which in the 5-minute would be this. Right, so Sunday, Monday, we could potentially look for an entry, something like this. 14 pip stop for a little 30 pip TP. Not too bad. That's what I'll be looking for starting off the new week. Right, we also have 2 weeks of rise. We'll be looking for that. Now, what I would love the most, would love to get a steeper pullback in the 4 hours. So definitely going to keep a very close eye on this, right? Because I would love for price to give me a pullback, right? Higher high, boom, higher low. And then possibly Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is when we'll start getting the push back to the top side, right? I would love to see something like this happen instead of just the engulfing candle, but we'll see what happens. Right, we still have a few hours for the market to open. Once the market opens, we'll look at the behavior of how price is moving, and then we'll go on from there, right? Because could price, you always got to think about it like the market makers, right? Again, their job is to win, right? Their job is to beat us. So wouldn't it make sense for them to create a fake double top, right? Make everybody believe that this is where, and if we go back to the 4, right? Let's go back to the 4 and think about where I was saying where that pullback is going to be, right? Wouldn't it make sense for them to create this double top to make everybody believe this is where price is going to go short and then start the push back to the top side? Think about that. So do I think that this has a higher probability of happening rather than just a simple engulfing candle retest to continue into the top side? Of course, right? And then again, a 372 to start the week, right? So 2 days of rise, Thursday, Friday. I'm not always expecting that 372 to work out and play out at the start of a new week, right? So with that being said, that's just food for thought, right? Keep your eyes peeled on Euro USD. It's definitely going to be a good chart. Whether they give us the entry on Sunday, Monday to continue the push to the top side, or if they want to give us a pullback, whatever they decide to do, we'll wait for our valid entry confirmations to continue the push to the top side, right? So EU is definitely going to be one on our watch list for this week. EURCAD, we are still in V1, right? We're still in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that break of structure above the zone of consolidation. But we also know that we have that gap at the bottom of the market. So this is still a pair where I'm keeping a close eye on it. Again, we could either get the pullback to fill this gap up to then continue the push to the top side, or we could get the push to the top side to give us the break and then a pullback to fill the gap to then continue. So it's really just about being patient, waiting to see what the markets want to do, and then we could continue to look for entries, right? Again, we could sit here and assume and, you know, have assumptions of what the market is going to do. But in reality, we have to wait for those confirmations, right? We have 2 weeks of rise as well. Could we get a 3rd week push? Absolutely, back to the top side. On the 2nd week of rise, we have a gap in the market, resets the trend. So once again, we're going to be very careful when we're looking at these trades. Once we get the confirmation of what price wants to do, then again, we'll start taking a trade. But I'm going to use this gap the same way I was looking at AU, right? I was going to be very cautious taking these trades. Right, we know that we had a change of character. The break of structure was given, right? So now we're trading higher high, higher low into the higher high. Mohammed, you said, doing well, man. Had a busy week. Gonna be chilling this one. Good, man. I'm glad. Gotta get you back on the charts, man. We gotta show these new guys what the deal is. So ECAD, we'll continue to monitor ECAD. Once again, with that gap at the bottom, I'm not really that interested in it. Also, again, with the gap that we have on the 2nd push, right, at the start of the 2nd week, not really interested in this 3rd week push to the top side. Now again, could price continue? Of course, 100%. But we'll have to wait for the confirmations to continue to take those trades. Again, guys, any questions so far, let me know. Any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we're just gonna go through these. Right? Again, we should be finished in the next 10-15 minutes. Then I'm gonna hop back on the game. Gonna hop back on COD. GA. We are in V2. We're in the second zone consolidation. Right? We got the break of structure, so we know that we're looking for the pullback. Right? We're looking for the higher high, the higher low to be set. Once we get this pullback, once this pullback is set, we'll be looking for that third and final push to the top side. No engulfing candles in the daily. GJ, I got you, Emmanuel. We go in order, so we're almost there. Right, I'll be going over the ones that you see with the red flag. So we'll do GCAD next, and then GJ is right after that one. So I got you. GA, we have 3 weeks to drop. Right, this week, what are we expecting? We're expecting price either give us a no net, or we're expecting price to go up. So price ended up going up, doing exactly what it needs to do. Let's add a few lines here real quick, guys. Give me a second. Alright, we ended up getting a week of rise. It's perfect. Alright, so also look, do we have any engulfing candles? Nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4 hour. In the 30 minute, we're looking for the change of character, break of structure. We ended up getting a change of character. Right, we had lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, change of character, higher high, and then price finally gave us the break of structure. And again, very similar to EA. This was a pair that's been in the zone of consolidation for the last couple of days. Right, so not only did we break above the zone consolidation, but we also broke above the market structure break of structure. Right, so now we know that we're trading this break over here, 30-minute BOS, and we're trading between this 30-minute low from here to here. We're trading this 30-minute low, last red candle before the push to the top side, right, and this 30-minute high. We also have 2 days of rise. Price also gave us a break above the 800 EMA. This can't be more clear, man. They couldn't make this trade a lot more simple for this new upcoming week. Right, so we got 2 days of rise. Looking for the 372 going into Monday for the new week. We had the cross 50 above the 200. It's perfect. Right, we could add our fib. We could do a whole bunch of stuff. We know we're looking for price bounce off the 50 EMA. We know we'll be looking for price to give us a 38.2 fib retracement, right? And that's exactly in a line with the 50 EMA. Right, so GA will be looking for a position something like this. We'll be looking for something like this on GA. Alright, so should be interesting with GA as well. Should be a pretty good week already. So GA and what, EU right now are the ones on our list? Because EURCAD is still a little iffy. EU could potentially still get a steeper pullback on EU as well, but right now GA and EU are the ones on our top of our list. Right, GCAD also gave us a break of structure, exactly what we were waiting for. Right, exactly what we were waiting for. Prices moving on up. GCAD, we're in level 2, right? We broke above the first zone of consolidation. We're looking for that second push to the top side. It's looking good. For the 4 hour, we had a week of no net. Let's turn the session breaks off real quick, and let's add a few lines as well. Again, I feel like I say that every week, man. There's no way I don't. Every week I'm like, yo, I gotta add new lines already. Alright, so we had a week of no net last week. This week, price gave us a week of rise. Alright, we still know we're trading between high, low, high, lower low, right? In the 4 hour high and 4 hour low. Looking for any engulfing candles, nothing in the 4, or nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4, 1 hour, nothing, and then the 30 minute. We had a change of character, break of structure. So we know that we are trading now between low, lower high, lower low, higher high, right? Higher high, higher low to the higher highs. So we're trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high over here. We have another day of rise. I'll be looking for a pullback. Once we get the pullback, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade. GCAD is looking good. Definitely keep an eye on GCAD for this week. GU also looking good. Gave us a change of character. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Let's start in the daily time frame real quick. So daily time frame, we know that GJ is still in an uptrend. Right? We know that GJ is still trading higher high, higher low, higher high, boom, higher low. Right? Price pushed up, and then in the 4-hour time frame, price ended up giving us a zone of consolidation where price is just moving sideways. Right? Price was moving sideways. We still know that we're trading between this 4-hour high and 4-hour low. And price here has been rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, going back to the bottom, rejecting lows, right? And again, same thing. 3 weeks of drop. After 3 weeks of drop, we're looking for price either push to the top side or we're looking for price to move sideways. This week, price decided to push to the top side. It's perfect. Right, now for the 30-minute time frame, what are we looking for? We're looking for the change of character and then the break of structure. We know we had lower low, lower high, lower low, boom, higher high, change of character, higher low, and then price gave us a break of structure, higher high. So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high at the top side. We have a day of rise, so no continuation. But we know again that we're trading between the break of structure. So at this point, we could look for a fib retracement. Super simple. We'll most likely get a little 50% fib retracement. And then again, we'll be looking for something like this. All right, we'll get a pullback somewhere in this area. And then we'll be looking at STP for our take profit zone. But GJ will continue to monitor it. GJ right now looks good. Right, we're still on that uptrend. We're still looking good. Again, no engulfing candles in any time frames. So we want to be a little patient. And then look for our entry zones again for GJ. Right, I would also love to see price break above these highs over here. So, gonna keep a very close eye on GJ. GJ could either reject these highs, right, and start that push back down to the bottom, or price is going to break these highs until we reach these highs over here. Right, so just gotta be patient just a little bit. Wait to see what price wants to do with this zone. Once price lets us know what it wants to do, then we'll start taking those trades. The GJ is looking good. Again, guys, any questions, let me know. Especially Emmanuel, let me know if you have any questions, since that's the pair you wanted me to go over. GU, let's go look at this weekly time frame real quick. So weekly, we got the engulfing candle. Nice. Right? We got the nice engulfing candle on the weekly time frame for GU. So GU, we're getting ready. GU is getting ready to push. Right? We're in level 2. We were in the first zone of consolidation in V1. We broke above, gave us a higher high, gave us a break of structure. Right? Price gave us a higher low, and now we're looking for that turnaround. And again, that turnaround is going to be that change of character, break of structure in the lower time frame. We had 3 months of drop, we have 3 weeks of drop. After 3 weeks, after 3 months, we're looking for price to either go up or move sideways. And in this case, price pushed up. Perfect. Right? We're still lower low, lower high in the 4-hour time frame, so we still want to be a little patient, right? We got to wait just a little bit more for us to get more confirmations to really get into those favorable trades. Right? We had the change of character. We had the break of structure. the retest, and price continued. We had a day of rise on Thursday. Friday gave us that second push. Could we expect price to give us a 372 going into the new week? Absolutely. Right, absolutely. So we know that we're trading between this higher low. Why is this red brighter than this one? So we're trading between this higher low and this higher high over here. So we're looking good. GU is looking good. We'll add a little 372 here. And once again, tonight and tomorrow we'll be looking at these pairs. US30. Daily time frame, we're still uptrending, right? Price is still giving us higher highs and higher lows, which is looking good. In the 4-hour time frame, price gave us higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price pushed up and gave us a higher high change of character. Right after it gave us that break of the zone of consolidation that we were in, after it gave us the change of character, it just continued. Right, it gave us 2 weeks of rise. Could we expect this week for price to continue to push to the top side? Could happen. Right, so we'll name this, or we'll label this third week high. Right, and we know that we're trading between this 4-hour low and then whatever 4-hour high is set up here, which in this case I'm going to use the highest candle, which is the red wick, and I'm going to use the body of this green candle. So then that way we'll have enough room to look for trades. Right, we had multiple days of rise, right? We had 5 days where price was pushing up, and then we finally had, oh, don't tell me we missed this entry, right? We did. That's crazy. Right, we had a beautiful hour engulfing candle here. Beautiful retest at it gave us the retest at 12. So I'm not on my charts anymore at 12, right? But we missed the entry. Beautiful entry here. Beautiful, beautiful entry. If you took that trade, right, STP was 345. So we already know STP wasn't hit, right? And the reasons as to why is because ADR for the week was already hit, right? But it went straight into profit, right? If you took this trade and you were following the chart, you had a beautiful, beautiful catch. Right, you had a 36 pip stop loss, right? And let's say you were still in the trade, a little fucking, come on, you can't ask for a better trade than that, guys. Right, so US30 was beautiful on Friday. Beautiful catch if you caught that. All right, we're still trading higher high, higher low, higher high, so we'll see. We add our fib. We're right on the 50% fib retracement as well, so sniper trade. It was a sniper entry, literally. Sniper entry. Unfortunately, I'm not on my charts anymore at this time, but it's all good. Alright, we'll continue to monitor US30. USDCAD, we are in V2. Right, we're looking for that third and final push to the top side. We already have 3 months of rise, so this month what are we expecting? Either for price to go down or for it to move sideways, right? And it's doing exactly that. It's moving sideways. Right, so right now for USDCAD, just gotta be patient. We had a week of rise last week, then this week price ended up giving us a week of drop, counter going against the trend. Right, and we're looking for price to give us that break. We didn't get the break. We had a rejection candle to the top side, and we're just still stuck in the zone of consolidation. And price ended up giving us a day of drop. So nothing on USDCAD, just gonna be patient, gonna wait it out the same way we're waiting out for EUROCAD or EURAUD, right? We gotta see a break of structure above, and then we'll start taking it. USDZAR, we still have this gap at the bottom of the market, and you guys can see price is doing exactly what we said. And again, it's very simple. We have 3 months of rise. After 3 months of rise, what is the market gonna do? Continue to push, or are we going to get a pullback, or are we going to get price to move sideways, right? Either of the last two. We would either see price go down or we'd see price move sideways. And right now, price is pushing down. We are in V2 with USDZAR. We have a week of drops. Sorry, last week. Then this week, price ended up giving us a second push to the bottom side. We know higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price gave us a change of character. Right, so now we're trading between this 4-hour low down here, right, and this 4-hour high up here. And let me add a few lines real quick. Sunday at 5 p.m., Sunday at 5 p.m., Sunday at 5 p.m. And on the 30-minute time frame, price is giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Still downtrending. So USDZAR just gonna be patient, gonna wait this one out. Once it gives us a confirmation that price is ready to start pushing to the top side again, then we'll start looking for an entry. It's that simple. And we have a day of drop. In a tournament, bro, just wanted to check on what's good, Clutch. Mr. Coach. Good luck in the tournament, my brother. What tournament is there? Halo started up already and I don't know about it? No way. Let me know, guys. Any questions, let me know. Mike, Muhammad, Albert, any questions? Let me know. I'll give you guys a couple seconds here to type in the chat. But I'm doing good, coach. You know me, man. Same old, same old. I was playing some COD before I turned the stream on, so I just turned the stream on YouTube, and I kept this Twitch one on as well. So when I'm done here, I should be done here in like 10-15 minutes, probably less. It's already the last ones. Once I finish here with the charts, I'm hopping right back on the game, man. I've been going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. All good, bro. Thanks. No problem, my brother. All good so far. Structure really is key. Yeah, structure really is key. I'm telling you, bro. Once market structure is the blueprint for the market. Without it, you're lost. Without it, you're lost. It really is just like that. Change of character, BOS. That's really all it is. That's all you have to wait for. You wait for the change of character, right? If you see that after the change of character, price is faking you out, then you already know that was the inducement, right? When the inducement is set, you already know the trend is gonna start, right? So once you wait for the change of character and then you wait for the break of structure after the change, and again, you already know you could take those trades back up, or vice versa. You could take the trades back down if it's a change of character to the downside and the break of structure to the downside. That's all it is, right? It's the same reason why we're not the ones being faked out on gold, right? When everybody was going short, right? We waited. Yes, we had it to where like, okay, price could turn around, but what do we need to wait for? We need to wait for the change of character. We need to wait for that break of structure. So, I deleted COD. I'm gonna need to download it. When I do, let's run some games. Let's do it, Muhammad. I'm still shadow banned. I've been shadow banned for a few days, so I haven't been able to play online. So I've just been playing, you know, private match tournaments, wagers, 8's lobby, stuff like that. So once and I think the update's tomorrow or Tuesday, so I should be good by hopefully I should be good by tomorrow, so I could start playing rank play again. But we'll see, man. We'll see. They put me in fucking jail every week, so. They throw me in the goddamn gulag in the shadow ban lobbies. So we'll see. Gunny Cod said, "Bro, what is this? Hey man, you want to make $1 million in your lifetime? Get in here, brother. Hopefully you get on ban. I'll get on bans for sure. I get shadow banned every fucking month. It feels like. It takes a week for them to review the account and then unban. You too good, that's why. Yeah, man. It is what it is. Alright, let's finish this up, guys. So gold, we're still in peak high territory, very similar to GJ, very similar to US30, right? We're still in the daily time frame, we're still uptrending, making higher highs and higher lows. In the 4-hour time frame, right? Let's review the 4-hour time frame, right? At one point, we thought that price wanted to turn back around, right? And we know price is eventually going to go down, but we needed to wait for these confirmations, right? We needed to wait for the change of character, we needed to wait for the break of structure, and all we got was a change of character. Right, so the fact that all we got was a change of character is all good, right? Price gave us a zone of consolidation, rejected highs and rejected low for a few weeks, and then we finally had the break of structure, or I'm sorry, we had the change of character, and then we had the break of structure. We had 3 weeks of rise, price went up again this week, which is all good. Price is still making higher highs and higher lows, right? And we know we're still trading between this 4-hour high over here. And I'm also tempted to change this. The fact that we're still in an uptrend, I'm very tempted to change this to, we have a 4-hour, so let's do it this way, right? We're gonna switch this around a little bit since we know we're still in an uptrend. So first and foremost, let me clean up my chart just a little bit. Let's get rid of these highlights and the brushes and everything else. Okay, so this is the change of character that happened in the 4-hour. Right, this change of character in the 4-hour gives us this 4-hour high up here. And again, the reason I'm changing this is because we're still in an uptrend push. It's the only reason why I'm changing this. Right, and it makes sense with structure, right? Because this isn't a significant pullback in the 4-hour time frame. Right, so we know that we're trading between that 4-hour high and then this 4-hour low over here. Right, in between this 4-hour low and this 4-hour high, right, in between the higher high, higher low, higher high, change of character, lower low, price went up and gave us a zone of consolidation. Right, in this zone of consolidation, we could see that price was rejecting lows and rejecting highs, and we finally have a break of structure above. Right, so now, once again, this is where we want to be patient. Right, price now in the 30-minute time frame. Let's go to the daily real quick. Any engulfing candles? No. In the 4-hour time frame, any engulfing candles? Nothing that's valid. Right, in the 1-hour, any engulfing candles? Green, green, red, nothing, nothing valid. Red, red, green, nothing, nothing. Okay. Now in the 30-minute time frame, price is still giving us higher highs and higher lows. Right, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we know that we're trading between this higher low over here and this higher high over here. Pretty small zone, but that's okay. It's gold. We have a day of rise. So right now for gold, nothing. Just gonna be patient. You have no continuations in the 4-hour, right? We have no continuations in the daily. Right now, price is just pushing. Right, so Bitcoin. You said yeah, you already said that. I read that already. Bitcoin. We're looking for that break. Never got the break. Friday, price ended up giving us a day of rise. Saturday, price ended up giving us a no net where price is just moving sideways. And then today, price has not given us anything yet. We still have until 8 p.m. for the market to close. Same thing on the 4-hour, but we could already see that price. Oh no, market already closed here. Why? Do I have this wrong? Oh, it's Saturday. Yeah, it's already Sunday. Day of no, or a week of no net. Price is just moving sideways. No continuations. And on the daily time frame, we're still at the top, right? We're in peak high territory. We're in level 3, right? So at this point, again, we're moving sideways. We're either going to be looking for price to break above these highs to continue to push to the top side, or we'll be looking for price to reject the highs the same way that it did mid-December and go right back down to the low. And if price goes back to the low and rejects the low the same way it did in the beginning of January, we're going to go back to the top side. Right, so Bitcoin, we just got to be a little bit patient with it, wait it out. And then oil, last but not least, we're in A1. We're in the first zone of consolidation in an overall downtrend. We know that price, this is where price has been rejecting lows and rejecting highs. We rejected lows and went back to the top side. In the 4-hour time frame, we had a week of no net. Then price ended up giving us a week of drop this week. Perfect. And in the 30-minute time frame, price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. Right? It gave us a beautiful retest once again, as we were talking about in Thursday's session. Gave us a beautiful engulfing candle. We sat on this, we hovered in this engulfing candle for a little bit, and then went straight into profit at around 9:30 during the NYC Open. So price ended up giving us a day of rise, right after so many days where price has been pushing down, 6 days where price has been pushing down. So we're looking good, right? Oil's looking good. It gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high, break of structure, so we're good. Right? And we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high. 30-minute high is wrong. We're trading between this 30-minute high. I was like, what? That does not look good. We're trading between this. I don't know why I have it like that. My bad. I probably did that by accident. Right, 30-minute high and this 30-minute low over here. Now let's look. Do we have any other engulfing candles? In the 4-hour, we're looking good. In the 1-hour, nothing. In the 30-minute, we have a very small engulfing candle, but I don't think it's valid. No, not a valid engulfing candle. So we'll see if we could take an opportunity on oil. We should give another opportunity before the market starts moving, but maybe this was the entry and then for price to continue. So regardless, that entry is not mine. I don't hold trades over the weekends. I don't hold trades over sessions. So if we don't get another opportunity to take this trade, then it's all good. We'll wait for the next one. Any questions, guys? Any other pairs you guys want me to go over? Let me know. If not, that's pretty much it for today, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session. There's gonna be a day this week where I won't be doing a session. I just won't be home. I don't know if I'll do that on Tuesday. I don't know what day of the week. It'll definitely be sometime before Friday, for sure. And then Friday's my mom's birthday, so I'll still be streaming on Friday if there's any trades, but that shouldn't worry because we don't have an isolation session on Friday. But either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll be there won't be a session. It might be Tuesday, to be honest. So we'll see. Yo, Jumper, how many percent do you average a month? Just curious. It depends on the month, really. I don't really like speaking about the money I make on streams. I've spoken about that before. But it really depends, right? It's really anywhere between 50-60%, but it really depends on how many trades I take. One trade alone, I'm making fucking 20-30%. So no, I know you're just saying the percentage, but it's fairly easy for people to go back into streams and go look at the accounts and stuff like that. But yeah, it depends. Like for real, on like one trade really anywhere between 10-20%. So if I take 5 to 10 trades a month, you could already add that up and see what it is. What's up, Oldhead? What's good, Kendall? Yo, I had everybody fucking call me Unc as soon as I turned the stream on. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, shit is crazy. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, no, and it also goes back to what I've always said, like, because I'm so strict with my rules and I know that my entries are gonna play out, I'm not risking 1%. I'm not risking 2%. I'm risking 10%. Sometimes I risk 15% on my account. It just depends on the trade, right? It depends on the trade. It depends on the stop loss. The trades that I always take, you guys seen it. It's always high probability, so I don't worry about my trades being high probability. But I do worry about the stop loss. Like for example, on a trade like US oil, right? We could talk about oil real quick. Right, on a pair like this one where the stop loss is in the 4-hour time frame, right? It's such a big stop loss, at 90 pips, I'm not going to be risking 15%. Right? I'm not going to be risking 15%. But for an example on US30, If we would have been looking at our charts at 1 p.m., this would have been a 5% risk, anywhere between 5 to 10%. We're talking about a 37 pip stop loss, right? On US30, which is heavy. However, the payout on US30, especially on a high probability trade like it was for this one, right? We're talking about a 197 pip take profit, with the 5 to 10% risk on the account on the trade. Did we have any other opportunities? Let's see. I don't remember seeing any. I think US30 was like the only trade on US oil that really played out on Friday. Yeah. So, like I said, it really depends on the trade. It depends on the pair. It depends on how big the stop losses are. But I do. Could you go over the reason for US30? Yeah, US30 was simple, right? So first and foremost, right, US30, where we're at, right? We've had multiple days where price has been pushing. In the daily, there's really nothing on the daily. In the 4 hour, just the fact that we were at a higher high, right? So we already know that in the 4 hour we made a higher high, right? And then on the 1 hour time frame, once we started seeing that price was rejecting these highs, we also had a 1 hour engulfing candle. So once we saw this engulfing candle and we saw that price started rejecting these highs, all I was looking for was for price to give us a retest of the engulfing candle. That's the entry, this is the stop loss, and then take profit, right back at the bottom. And then, understanding that this is still a counter trend trade, you're still trading a pullback. So you got to babysit this trade, but higher high, higher low, higher high, boom. Where's the higher low? The higher low could be here, the higher low could be here, the higher low could be here. So you have 3 different areas where you could hold the trade for before taking profit. But yeah, US30 was simple. US30 gave us that engulfing candle. That's really all it is. Once you started seeing price rejecting the highs, and then price gave you the engulfing candle, gave you that beautiful retest. A high probability pullback, exactly. Right, on top of the fact that we already have so many days of price going up, right? We had 5 days where price was pushing to the top side. Right, that already gives you an indication. Again, is when price is giving you higher highs and higher lows, are you expecting price to give you higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high? Or are you expecting price to give you higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low? Right, so once the higher high was set and we started rejecting these highs, when this is where we started rejecting the highs, once we rejected the highs, price gave you the engulfing candle and then gave you the retest, right, in the 1 hour time frame. So that was really the confirmation. We had the rejections of the highs, right? The higher high was set, and now we're looking for a higher low. So this higher low, again, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here. It just depends on how the market really reacts to this. So now for US30 for this upcoming week, I'm looking for price to go back to the top side and give me a 4 hour or a 3rd week push to the top side. But we need to see that higher low being set first. And again, the higher low in the 4 hour time frame, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Right? It could be anywhere in these areas. So we just have to wait for price to set those lows, and then once we set those lows, we do the same thing. Wait for the change of character, wait for the break of structure, and then you get into the trade. And I'm pretty sure, we don't even speak about that on US30. But let's look at the chart. Right? We know that we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, boom, change of character, lower low, right, lower high, right, the break of structure. All of this is part of the same push, right, break of structure, boom, retest. Once we have the retest, price went right back down to the bottom. But something significant. Yep, exactly. And I see this in the 1 minute, right? The 1 minute might 1 minute is too many candles on US30. It's too big of a pair to look at in the 1 minute. That's pretty much it, guys. Any other questions? Anything else you guys want me to go over? Any other pairs? If not, we'll be done for tonight. Lit man and Eric is back and what? Lit man and is Eric back this week? He should be, yeah. He texted me earlier today. He's booking his flight back from New York here to Miami, so he'll be here. I already forgot when. He'll be here, I think, next week. But this week he should be back doing the sessions, the one-on-one sessions. Gold? You want me to go over gold again? I got you, Mr. Kendall. Thanks, no problem, Emmanuel. Gold, we're still, obviously in the uptrend, right? Higher high, higher low. We're reaching the previous higher high, right? We're reaching that 4-hour high. You have 4 weeks where price has been making higher highs and higher lows. And again, really nothing here in the 4-hour. We just kind of got to wait to see what price wants to do at these highs. But at this point, once again, we're still trading higher high, higher low, higher high. So, if price, what I'm looking at this point, if price breaks these lows here, which you'll see this in the lower time frame, the 15 or the 5-minute, which is all the same thing. It really just looks the same. Then we could expect price to just give us a little, pullback somewhere. Right? We could potentially get a pullback within this area here, right? And then this is where we'll see price continue, or we'll see just price continue. If it breaks below here, then we know it'll go back down here. So that's pretty much it. But I'm not really looking at gold that much. I'll start looking at gold once shit starts making sense, right? Because how much further is gold gonna go, right? It's very similar to US30, but again, it's not that it's not tradable. It's definitely tradable. We just gotta wait for a little bit. We just gotta wait for those confirmations to really be set. Especially the fact that we have already 4 weeks where price has been pushing to the top side. We know we have a gap in the market as well, so it resets the trend. So could price continue to push to the top side? For sure. But it's just really about waiting for those confirmations, right? So the first confirmation is gonna be wherever price is at now. If price respects these lows, then we know it'll continue to push to the top side. If price doesn't respect the lows and we break, then we know we could have a nice entry going short back down into this area down here, and then do the same thing, right? Once price gets into this area, if price respects, then we'll continue to push to the top side. If it breaks below these lows, then we know we'll continue back down to the 30-minute low. But that's pretty much it, right? It's not really too crystal clear right now on gold, but we have enough data for us to really sit here and kind of, I don't want to say predict, but kind of already have an idea as to what price is gonna do. Thanks, old head. Alright, man, no problem. Anything else, guys? Any other pairs? Any other questions? If not, that'll be it for today. Again, the pairs that really looked the best for us, EU looked pretty good. GU looked pretty good as well. So we'll have a few pairs to look at for this week for sure. And again, I think Tuesday will be the day where I'm not even gonna be home. So Tuesday we might not have a live trading session, but we will have the isolation session Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Great session, man. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Alright, Muhammad. No worries, my brother. Thanks. Session was good. Appreciate you, Mike. No problem. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good rest of your day. Good rest of your night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.